All right, rock and roll. Was that boxer short pajamas I just seen coming in the last second?
No, Lego Monster ones.
Funny as.
Only slightly less tragic.
I literally just bolted back from the other room to this room.
You're lucky he's wearing pants.
You're missing a few
I know.
Lego parts, were you?
It's Monday. I wear pants on Mondays. Different story by Friday.
Oh, that's all right then. How are you?
Good. How's everyone?
Not too bad.
Mate, I just come back from 4 days in Sydney, and the 10 degrees up here I used to cry about feels like I'm sitting in a heater. Sydney sucked for cold weather. It was so bad. But then, talking about cold weather, mate, Dan.
Cold everywhere.
Spending 4 days up north. How cold was it up there, buddy?
Actually wasn't too bad in Palmy, man. I spent the whole weekend in shorts and t-shirt. It wasn't terrible.
You say that, but it was probably 1 degrees.
Nah, it wasn't that bad. Well, it was 18 degrees at home today. So we went out and played disc golf today, and it was shorts and t-shirt. So
there you go.
Pretty decent, man.
Obviously, the Palmerston North show was on. How was it this year?
It was good. Yeah, it was. It was the convention, so the 3-day format. Had a good time on Friday. Got to do some team activities. So the day was more based around a team competition.
Yep.
So and I'm proud to say teammate came out on top in the end. So we managed to win. So we got ourselves a little trophy and some custom tiles for that trophy, which I haven't even unpacked yet, so I can't even show you. But
there you
but
go.
that was pretty cool. There were some really cool activities. I tell you what, if you're looking for an activity for your lug, or for a show or for anything, this was probably one of the single best activities I've ever done at a Lego show. It was really, really simple, but it was really quite challenging. Pile of bricks at one end. A team of 8 or 10, however many, we had 8 in our team, and you had to get the bricks about 12 meters or so to another table using chopsticks that you had to pass them through each team member, and you weren't allowed to like poke chopsticks into the tubes or on the bottom of the brick. They had to be nipped. And I tell you what, you think it's pretty easy. And it is when you get a rhythm going, but it's for a team challenge. That's a really fun, and we did it for 15 minutes to see how many you could get in 15 minutes. So not only was it a sort of, it took you a little bit of time to sort of get used to it, you had to go through that endurance phase, because after a while, 15 minutes of using chopsticks. So that was probably my favorite activity for the entire day. Not gonna lie.
So next time what you do, you glue some silicone or Play-Doh or blue tack to the end of your chopsticks. And you give yourself a slight advantage.
Oh, look, I think it was such a brilliant game that I'd probably use that as a corporate team building warm-up exercise.
Yeah, wow, that's a big call. Nice. On the flip side of what we'll talk about that kind of stuff too, I've got to give you another shout out, obviously, for the Wednesday night, the raid train. Man, did we go through the roof last Wednesday? Holy crap! I don't know how many you brought, but we ended up with like 170 people at one stage.
Yeah, I think your counter was wrong, because I bought 72.
Yeah, no, and then I got rated by
72.
Someone else rated me too.
Oh, okay, cool.
But they said they come from you.
Good. Okay.
They gave you the shout out, yeah.
Cool.
Grant said they play that same game in Japan, but with forks.
With forks.
Get it?
Man. Yeah, okay.
That's I like that. I like that. Atlanta finished the Brixpo build today. Oh, that's cool. It was a struggle. Always is when you're trying to race for the last thing. So let's get down to Brent. Question for you straight off the bat. Where did you get those draws from behind you?
Depends which ones. Those ones they have at Aldi probably around every January, February for $20 a pop. And I usually buy probably 4 or 5 of them every year, and I've been building them up. There's more over this side. And those I got from, do you guys know Bob up the north of Brisbane there? The Bricklink store?
No.
I bought them secondhand from him a couple of years ago. I think they came from Amazon, those ones.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Aldi ones I'd highly recommend. They've got little separators you can put in to divide them up however you please.
Oh, yeah.
And a big
Nice
drawer at the
and
bottom for your bulk stuff. Yeah. Load up every year, unless they stop making them. But every year they've been pretty consistent.
It's funny. Like you look at all three of you guys, you all have completely different setups, but it all works for all 3 years. Obviously, how cool is that? Just a difference.
Yeah, well,
In the way you store it.
And I guarantee you guys would probably want to change something in yours. It's never perfect. There's always something that's not quite right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I like the drawers that you've got, and I've got similar on the side wall over here. You can't see them; that are smaller. But there's never enough space. There's just never enough space.
Yeah, I've got tubs full of just your standard bricks. 1x2 bricks, 1x3 bricks, all over the side, just on a shelf.
I use the Audi ones too, but the ones with the removable yellow tray.
Two types, that one and that one. But I get too much dust where I am, so I find these are better. But if you've got a dust-free place, those ones are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Andy said, are those sets behind Bilsy or just parts? No, they're just parts. He's got a whole nother room and cupboard for sets.
Yeah. This is just parts. So they're all just parts.
So jumping back into New Zealand show, Dan, was there anything new and fresh and really outstanding this year?
Man,
There's always new stuff every year, but like something that really blew you away.
Yeah, there's always new stuff. Probably, I guess one of the more impressive mocks was. Do you remember Frank Alvarez, the dude with the big bushy eyebrows?
He wasn't the one that picked the Duplo, was he?
Yeah, he was actually.
Yeah.
So he finally displayed his big model of Sacré-Cœur convent, I think it was, church convent thing, and it was huge. It was an impressive model. Did get a pretty decent video of that, which I'll upload at some point in the nearest future. Did a good lot of video around Jake's model, which was a rocket launch, but like the whole thing was automated using Mindstorms and stuff. So there's a whole lot going on in that one. There's a lot of really good mocks in general. But I have to say,
I always forget his name. The young kid that does the out there builds. I think he did like the animals and the aliens or the birds. The one that come to Brickvention.
Yeah, none of those kids came down this year, unfortunately. I don't know why. So the Hamilton kid, the Secret Walrus, he didn't come down, and neither did the kid from Auckland who came over to Brickvention this year. Yeah. So yeah, sadly, none of those guys came. And to be fair, there wasn't really a lot of sort of small, intricate stuff from that you get from like teenage builders. Like T-Foles just have this amazing capability of building, really small, really intricate, but really detailed and really obvious what it is that they're trying to do, sort of models. Whereas I think people in my age group tend to do a lot of brick stacking stuff. So it's still, still castles and still buildings and that sort of, scenery type stuff. So, yeah, I think we kind of missed some of that stuff. Actually, I tell you, probably some of the best stuff there was from Tina and Chris. They have an Instagram page called TNC Bricks, I think it is. And they did, do you remember the Banksy artwork that got shredded?
Yeah.
It was at auction and then it got shredded. Well, they actually built that out of Lego, or they did that with Lego, and it shreds about half the page before it stops.
Wow.
Exactly like the art did.
Just like the art did. So that was their one of their primary displays. They also had a couple of brick built 2x4 tile prints. So the one with the bridge and the boat, and one of the other tiles that's really common. They actually had them brick built on a, I think they're on 32x32 base, but maybe larger. I don't know. But they were really, really good. And some other mocks of like Chinese tea and teapot and all sorts of stuff. They build really nice, intricate, very realistic sort of stuff. And I'm hoping that I've actually managed to convince them to come to Melbourne in January for Brickvention 2022.
So you said you convinced them to come, so that means you're coming back.
I am planning on coming back, and Mrs. BTB is planning on coming with.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So she might not hang out too much at the show, but she might do a little bit of shopping around Melbourne. But yeah, we're planning a trip over.
Very cool. Oh, that locks us in even more then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was hoping that you guys were going to come down again.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about the other day. Like, I'm having another kid in December, and that's in January.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
Doesn't matter. Still going to Melbourne. Now, Brent, last time we talked to you, you said you were going to build. What were you building? Or you said you were going to try to build something. I can't remember what. I just seen you playing around with whatever you got there.
I just think this is the one I started this probably, I reckon, 2 or 3 years ago. I can't pick it up. It's the ballroom scene. Oh. So it's kind of half finished at the moment. And I did have, there's a chandelier hanging from the ceiling. And I had Slimer motorized going around the chandelier with a light, with a tiny little LED I found with a battery that would fit inside them, actually Slimer himself. So he was kind of spinning around. The Ghostbusters were going to be standing underneath shooting him. So I keep starting new things and not finishing them. So the idea was I'm going to finish this and then I'll just put it aside and say it's done and then move on and get it out of this room.
Get it out of the room or pull it apart because you finished building it.
Or both.
Far out. There's something. So this guy contacted me through the week, and he was telling me, had a thing about he loves Bionicles and he's insane about Bionicle and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, no one likes Bionicle, but he does stop motion. I just want to share it real quick, just while I've got it up. Check out how insane and detailed this stop motion is. Hopefully, it plays smooth enough. Oh, I'll turn the sound off, but it's like full like movie magic stop motion stuff. Like you can imagine the frame rates. This is just a trailer for, I think, a short movie. And
Bilsy's being possessed again.
There goes the mic. It's not even Wednesday and it's gone already. We need to start placing bets as to at what point during the episode the microphone's going to go.
Hey, the microphone didn't go last Wednesday, though. So you can't get me for that. The microphone didn't go last Wednesday.
Oh, didn't it? Oh,
No.
That was too long ago. Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm just trying to find. Anyway, this guy, like, he does all Bionicle stop motion stuff, and like I had a bit of a dig at him, like, no one likes Bionicle, blah blah blah. And then I went and looked at he's only got like a couple of, not very big on YouTube, but holy shit, man! Like the length that this guy goes to make a Bionicle stop motion was like, yeah. I just wanted to give him a shout out. Bo Rockman, I think his name was. Bo Rockman, yeah. Anyway, all right. So the thing I did want to bring up, as in chatting tonight, and I know we've talked about it kind of before, as well as stuff coming up for Lego that's not Lego things. And I think you mentioned, Dan, as well, when we shared a photo, that it wasn't that exciting. We'll start with Lego Con. Can you give us more than just what was on the flyer of what's going to happen with that, or have you looked into that, or?
I know nothing more than what you guys have seen publicly. So, yeah, I saw this yesterday or today or whenever. I can't remember exactly, but I know nothing because I wasn't part of the reveal for this in the LAN or the RLFM day. So my take on it, I think the new set reveal is likely to be the UCS gunship.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying it would be.
Yeah. Other than that, the Mario stuff, we know that there are Mario sets coming. The Luigi starter kit, I think, has been teased or announced, maybe. There is some other Mario sets to go with that as well. And other than that, I don't know what the magical challenge is or the impossible race. It'll be, I'm picking a couple years ago with the Technic thing, they did they do a big setup and they just drive the vehicle around it. So that'll probably be something to do with that truck, maybe the Technic loader versus a real loader. I have no clue.
Talking about Technic, is he talking about that new big monster looking thing? Have you seen this one?
Yeah, I did see pictures of that. Looks pretty decent.
It's full on, yeah. I was looking through the it's just going to show all the Technic stuff. The obviously the dropped leaked. I think Bilsy showed me the catalog last week. There's a lot of new funky little stuff in there.
Go down a little bit more. I just want to that Lieber picture there of that Lieber bucket shovel. That's just the same one that's been out for a couple of years, isn't it? Or is it a reworked one? Why is that in a new?
Well, that looks like, could that be a new number 42100?
No, I think it's the
I don't
same
think it
one. It'll be a end of its life, like it'll be its last catalog appearance.
Right.
But this is just a generic. This is a paper catalog, isn't it? They usually. I don't know what those characters are up there in the yellow, but I assume that says new or something.
Yeah. And is that a Unimog? Is that a Mercedes-Benz Unimog?
Yep.
Interesting. You know, that truck has been produced for the military.
You just cancelled it right there and then, didn't you?
Well, it's like a double standard because that has Mercedes-Benz on it, and the Mercedes-Benz Unimog has been used by militaries all over the world for 20 years. New Zealand Army still uses Mercedes-Benz Unimogs.
Well, you know what? I'm assuming, like, other than that Unimog coming out, this page, as in going back to the Lieber, it's just, look, it looks like it's just more promoting, look what we do with the Technic controls. So they probably didn't have a third one to show, so they're like, oh, let's go back because we can still use the control on this one.
Interesting. Well, I do know that that whole remote control powered up, whatever that system is called, is getting a revamp very soon, if not already happened.
Yeah,
and I don't think we've talked about it before, but we talked about it in one of our chats, all the new motorbikes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think my crew talked about these on Saturday. I didn't make the stream on Saturday because I can't stream mobile on my phone. It's not fast enough.
Yeah.
So I just left them to it. But I haven't talked about these. So this is sort of like the first decent look that I've had because I only got home late last night and today was Erin's birthday. So we've just been chilling out together. I only just turned on my computer 5 minutes before.
So it looks like, see how they've got these little grey things on the wheels? Are
they pullback?
Yeah.
Pullback.
Interesting.
So it's something different and cool as well.
The ramps look pretty cool.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 pages on just literally they're focused on all the stunt stuff. So that's all.
So that's a whole new range then, obviously. It's a brand new range of these little pullback motorbikes.
Stunts, yeah.
So that's what they were kind of leading us into last year when they were. Remember, some of the city sets had extreme sport stickers and hints and stuff, and maybe it was a lead into this stunts theme.
Yeah, you know that somebody's going to Photoshop that, Stunts to.
Only you would think of that.
It's going to happen.
But let's see if I can zoom in on this head too.
I was not the only one that thought of that.
You were going to say just to fix it so it actually spelled with an S at the end. That's what you're going to say.
That's right. You know, because it's with a Z. What?
Yeah. The bikes are good at...
the one with the bird helmet.
Yeah, how cool's that?
It's pretty neat.
The bird helmet's
cool. Aimed at me, but it's a pretty cool range.
Hang on. So are they... They're flywheels, not pullbacks.
Stunts flywheels, but you look, it might be like a weighted wheel going by that.
No,
picture.
so that's a flywheel. So those are the ones where you go ying, 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 and then let it go.
Yeah,
and they build up the whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they're pretty cool. Interesting.
Flywheels incoming, eh?
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
there's nothing. I can see nothing really new about the truck.
The jumps have gone the orange color that Hot Wheels uses for their tracks.
Yeah.
The orange jumps, that looks like a new piece completely.
Yeah,
It does. And yeah, you're right. I wonder if that's intentional to look like Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
The other cool thing I seen sneak in there, I don't know if you guys have seen it, was a Marvel Advent calendar.
Yeah.
I'd heard about this, hadn't seen anything.
There's not too many photos. There was that one and another one of a couple of figures closer up. But if it's minifig heavy, it
Well,
seems
Advent
like
calendars usually are. They usually have a
Yeah.
half dozen minifigs. in them.
The Star Wars calendar was in there too, and it had Baby Grogu in a Christmas outfit.
And Mando. I think it's a
And-
Mandalorian theme too.
see if I can't zoom in on the page. Hold on, I'll open the image up by itself. Look, Iron Man's wearing a Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they
But, yeah,
generally make them pretty generic so that you could put the Christmas sweater on most of them, but yeah.
Yeah. So that was the other thing I thought was pretty cool to come out of that.
First time for a Marvel Advent calendar.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. So, it's obviously a cool little few little odd bits and pieces and stuff coming out in that catalog. All the other stuff we kind of already knew. But the thing that I only learned about today, because I've been away in Sydney, was this thing, a Lego comic book.
Oh yeah, I saw this one.
I haven't even read into it. I only just seen it like before coming online, coming out next year. It's got nothing. Tells you roughly, it's going to be a comic book. It's going to follow different comic book series, Walking Dead, Invincible, and Ultra Mega. So obviously theming off whatever the company whoever's taken on already owns.
Yeah.
But
I can't say I ever thought of this partnership before, but it just seems to make sense. Like, it's not something I would have thought of, but it just seems like, why haven't they done this sooner?
Yeah. So, but I'm assuming like Lego, if Lego are going to bring out comic books, other than going for whatever that company owns in a licensing, you're going to expect, the typical city police hero comic books and the Friends ones and
Makes sense.
something new and exciting to collect. That's for sure.
Actually the pirate sets back in the 90s used to come with comic books. There was different characters in the 90s pirates. I can't remember the captain's name, but one of the cabin boys' name was Will, and he had his own series of comic books that came with the larger kits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever released them separately, but
Andy. No, it doesn't mean they're going to get released first in Asian countries. That's just where the leak imaged PDF catalog come from. I'll show you. So it's the Japanese catalog. So it goes. There's a lot of Japanese. It's all Japanese text, but it goes into depth. And obviously my internet. It's a high quality one. But you probably sit here and go through it, and you probably see like a lot of the new Disney stuff, obviously. That will come out. I think Jurassic Park might have been in here as well. Some of the new Jurassic Park stuff.
oh yes.
Yeah, there was some.
So
I'll see if I can find it.
Escape from the Island.
But did it have a new T-Rex head?
Yeah, it's like a bone one, I think.
Yeah, but a big one.
Ah,
Yeah.
I actually didn't look that close.
There's like a skeleton, like in a.
I'll go back to. It says there's obviously Dots making another run for it, and that was the other thing that I had in today that someone else brought up with me when I was actually in Sydney. They're like, they kind of put the question out about, do you think that Lego's trying to do too much stuff that's not Lego anymore? Because I wear my bag, my little satchel.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, now Adidas again are releasing a whole nother line of shoes again. Like, a fourth set now. So it's like, and then how far do you push a brand? And people are going to buy, you put Lego on anything. You got people like me that will buy the dumb stuff. But
I'm not too concerned about them doing merchandising stuff, but I do get from my perspective, it feels like they're saturating the market a bit with the adult stuff, and some of the quality seems to be suffering.
Yeah.
Like the world map one for me is a prime example, but just seems like a lot of stuff is coming out very quickly, and they're having trouble keeping up with demand for some of the stuff.
I saw on
Good thing for them,
talking
obviously.
about that world map on Fiorella's Twitter that she hid a Japanese symbol in the water, or a Chinese symbol in the
Yeah,
water,
was it
like
surname or something.
yeah, something like that.
But did you see that in the background of that designer video? There's two like prototype ones in the background, and they both look infinitely better than the one that they put out.
No, I'll have to go back and have a look now.
Doesn't that happen with ideas sets too? They always look better than the ones that go out.
Not the ones I deal with.
I'm hanging to see the next idea set that I know that's out there, waiting for someone to put it out. I'm dying to see it.
Yeah, that would be nice to see.
Yeah. It would be nice to see if it comes out as good as the IDs one went in.
Which one are you talking about?
The typewriter.
Typewriter.
Oh.
Be keen to see the typewriter. Well, I'm keen to see in the Home Alone house too, to see if they haven't made it less boring, because the IDs one was kind of repetitive and plain. So I want to see if they've tweaked that a bit.
I hope they have those bricks, those palisade bricks, or whatever they're called, profile bricks in the dark brown or the reddish brown.
Where's these Jurassic Park ones? Bloody hell. I'm going to get there and it's going to be nothing. Get to the end, I missed it. Surely they can't milk Minecraft anymore. Like, seriously.
Oh, yeah, man, because Minecraft's like everything. There's a whole bunch of biomes and realms and mobs and characters and all sorts of stuff they can just keep milking.
And there's new kids born every day that pick it up when they get old enough.
That's the one.
You just not making kids if you want to stop Minecraft.
It's like Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. Like everything that's been done has been done, and there's no more movies, but they're still going.
Mm-hmm.
The Jurassic Park might not have seen it on this one. You know, it's not here either. The Birds of Paradise. You thought that that should have been on.
Yeah, I noticed that was missing as well.
Or maybe I didn't see Jurassic Park in this one. Maybe I've seen it on Brick Fan.
Yeah, I did see it somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it.
Yeah, I remember looking at it. I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool looking skull. Oh, how's this? You get a free Lego Masters playmat at Walmart, mate. Jesus. What did we get? Nothing. Bloody nothing. Is it comic books? Go older. It's got to be here.
But actually, those comics, I wouldn't be surprised if Lego do like a gift with purchase or some kind of giveaway with the first issue or something to try and
push it.
Yeah.
There's a cool, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sicarian? Iron Man?
It's the planet they go to in Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
It got the big arena.
Is that where Jeff Goldblum runs?
Yeah, that place.
Yeah, the set, that pattern thing, it's hidden in here. In the green.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can kind of see it there.
Monkey Kid. No one cares about Monkey Kid. Come on. The fish tank. I was telling Bill, how's this? Look, you get a pre-order at Walmart, 35% off. Mate, America get all the cool shit. Here we go. There they are.
Yeah. That looks like really good. That it's probably going to be like $40 here or something.
After all that, there we go. Yeah. It's not too bad. I mean, it's obviously, you're going to be restricted at what you can build and use it for, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick that one up. I'm a sucker for any dinosaurs, except for velociraptors and T-Rexes. But a skeleton T-Rex I'll take.
A couple more sets.
We could put it in our Western build.
Hey, look at that. Look at the gun she's got.
That's a pretty standard gun.
Yeah. With a syringe on top.
Yeah.
They do that with Jurassic Park stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least there's a lot of random newish stuff coming out.
I just really wish they'd do a big, Brachiosaurus or a sort of long neck dinosaur, Stegosaurus, and just something a bit different.
Well, there you go. There's something really different.
Well, that one, they had that one in sand blue last time, I think.
That's right. Yeah, sand blue.
And then advent calendars. There you go. So there's a few. I had a few other windows of extra stuff that that they release, as in just to release it. Like obviously the new puzzles, bags. How many different bags they've got now? Like you said, it's how far do you saturate it before it becomes too much? But then, personally, I think they're freaking cool. And then dots is a waste of time.
And then they'll stop making them.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why the shoes are still, red hot, I guess.
Because Brent keeps buying them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And not even just that. I don't know if Dan, I don't know. I mean, people from the land, I've got a few photos and messages already, but the actual Lego brick, the Adidas brick shoes out, almost ready to come out as a reviewer set and all that. So, there's a whole nother take on the shoe. Lego actually have an official set that's a shoe.
The brick built shoe.
Yeah.
Do they?
Says the man that's and it's funny, like, you're sitting there before Brent going, I hope that the Home Alone house has so many of them. Then you see Bilsy go, you see Dan, looking down his list of to-dos.
I do not have the Home Alone house, okay? I have not seen any pictures. I've seen nothing. Genuinely.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll come out. So anything else exciting up and coming or about to come out or we got to look out for? What's around the corner? What do we got? What do we got to look forward to?
I think everyone's still waiting for last week's releases to hit department store shelves.
I went and bought the Everyone Is Awesome. I went and picked up my Everyone Is Awesome set today, and they told me that the Brickheads at least a week and a half to 2 weeks before they even see it.
Yeah, wow.
Australia-wide.
Oh, yeah, but that's Brickheads.
Yes, the best theme going.
Yeah, after Dots.
Savage.
I tried to pick up Everyone Is Awesome at Chermside on Sunday. They're all gone.
There's about 40 at Robina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know when I'll be able to get down there.
They actually told me as well that they look like that they're going to home deliver soon too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the manager at that one reckons it'll be like a free delivery. So obviously, you probably got to spend $100 or something, but still.
Yeah.
Brent, if you get stuck and need it from Robina, let me know because I can pick it up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're down that way. And you head up every day pretty much.
Well, my son goes to school in Robina, so yeah. And I normally see you every Friday, so.
Yeah.
Get our brickles.
That's been my routine. I swing by brick resales on the way to work on a Friday.
To get bricks or hang out with Bill?
Just to pick up bricks just as a end of week. I've still got bags of unsorted bricks I've picked up from there down on the floor here. I just buy it, throw it on the floor, and then wait a month before I sort them.
That's what I do.
So are you building anything at the moment, Brent? Something other than your Ghostbusters floor?
I've got like Seinfeld stuff I need to finish as well. So it's basically a lot of finishing things.
What's happening with the Bricklink stuff?
I don't know if you guys have covered it. They've changed the format now. So instead of it was during like a 2 or 3 month period, all 30 of the projects would go up for crowdfunding. The first 13 to reach their goal would make it. But they've changed it now so they've picked 10, which they've announced. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. Mine's not one of them. And the first 5 of that, they get to their crowdfunding goal will get made, and then there'll be another set of about 10. I think later. I think all these dates have been announced, but I can't remember what they are. And then the third one of 5 again. So we're getting 13 sets now, provided they reach the crowdfunding goal, as opposed to 13.
And yours is in the first 10?
No, mine's in. Well, I don't know when mine is, but they've indicated mine might be in the second. But they still haven't given me feedback on doing their test build yet because they've been so preoccupied with just doing this first round. And I think that's why they've split it up, is just to manage the workload of all of these projects coming in. They all have to be built and designed, and then test built, and then feedback and back and forwards. And if they've got 10 already, that's going to chew up a bunch of time as it is. And I don't know if it's intended, but one of the benefits will be that people don't have to drop a crap ton of cash in one hit on trying to get the ones they want. It'll be spread out of, I think it'll be nearly 6 months or something. 6 month period. So yeah, the first one is next month, July 1st. And I think the castle's in that one, and I think maybe the boat. Then I think they're the big two. I think Binacles in that might be in that one as well.
It's funny you mentioned. I just reminded me of something. You mentioned that they got to go in for the testing and get through it all. When I don't know if I mentioned it, when me and Bill went to Japan, Nick, the one that invented and designed the Voltron, he said one of his testing things was that it had to hold a certain weight, was it, or just its own arm?
No, it was a certain weight.
Yeah, and then they put it in the oven and they had to melt it, and they had to have a timer on how long it took before the joint broke or whatever it was holding broke before they were actually going to make it.
Yeah, it was full on.
Yeah,
I don't think the Bricklink test builds are going to be going to that kind of, because they're not going to produce to that to the same degree. And like one of the questions we brought up was, is the Lego logo going to be on the box? And we still don't know, but they kind of indicated that there's a certain safety and standards that need to be met to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same type of rigorous testing and
Does Lego run the logo on the Bricklink saw yet?
I don't think they do.
So they probably won't then.
Down the bottom it says something like a subsidiary of Lego Group.
Yeah. And like the old stuff, the fire engine, all that, they never had Lego logos on it, did it?
They weren't owned by Lego, I don't think, at that point.
I don't think, nah. Yeah, there's no logos at all on the website.
Yeah, so I think mine will be in the second one. I couldn't tell you for sure because I honestly don't know at this point. But they seem to indicate mine's the next to be test built.
Exciting.
I'm just looking, yeah. No, it doesn't even mention. I mean, the About Us page doesn't really mention Lego owned either. Oh, maybe it's not a highly advertised thing, so it is what it is. What about you, Dan? You building anything cool that you're allowed to talk about? Or you got anything cool?
No, I literally just got back from the show last night, and I've got a box full of trash display that needs to be probably repatriated back into drawers.
What did you take down?
So I took my Mario setup. So I set up a long run of Mario, and I also my wife and I built a scene of the two of us playing disc golf at a specific hole at our local course.
That's cool.
So it was just us and our dogs and lots of trees and a disc golf tee. So yeah, it's pretty basic.
Really. I saw in that when we're flicking through our websites, I saw that a real working mini golf set made 10,000 views today.
Yeah,
10,000 votes. Sorry.
It's only got like 4 holes or something like that, though.
Yeah,
it wasn't very big.
Three holes.
Dazzle, that speedy pack up
down and have holes on the bottom, like build a structure.
My speedy pack up. Yeah, it literally took me like a minute and a half to stick all my shit in one box. I literally just threw it in the box.
Why not, mate? It's the joy of rebuilding it for the next show.
Oh, that's pretty much it, eh? You know, you pack it all and you take it all very carefully, and then you trash it at the end. It's like, yeah. I'll sort it out when I get home.
There you go. You can rebuild it.
Yeah.
Was it? I'm just opening your Instagram. Yeah, it was you. How does that happen?
Oh yeah, man. That's cool. Upside down.
Oops.
Upside down. That's like what a wicked little misprint.
The part is upside down. Yeah, that misprint's probably worth the same amount as that set.
Yeah. Yeah, then you go and look at Bailey's misprints, misstamps, miscolors, He's probably got a house value worth in his cupboard now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny because like when I first saw it, I was like, and it's like, well, hang on a minute. Hang on. People collect this stuff. These things Lego, Lego will send me a replacement, and then I'll get to keep the misprint, and be nice little collectible item.
So if anyone wants it, it's 1 Bitcoin. Contact Dan's.
One Bitcoin.
Where is this market to get these? You see people get like a Darth Vader helmet or whatever printed in a different color, or where do people find these things?
What do you mean?
I've seen it a few times. So people will get like a Darth Vader helmet. It's printed in like green or something as like a test production that was done in the warehouse, and people have managed to find it, and they are official Lego pieces.
Oh yeah, no, it's the company that starts. I've read about it. It's the company that starts with B. Bailey had it on something. Is it Bayer? Is that a thing?
That's the. It's a plastic manufacturer or something, isn't Bayer?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was. Yeah, I remember he was telling me that there was like they got like he's got like minifigures that have like the test pluses and the different shades and angles and all that kind of stuff on them. And it must be.
That's right.
Because he had. I remember he had minifig heads, and like you said, it had like some of the out there colors.
Because I was thinking, I've got my spacemen I used to make years ago, and for my own collection, I'd love to be able to get some of those colors that they don't make the helmets in. So like, a new guy helmet, or, something that's not actually produced in bulk by Lego, but may have been pumped out or a test print somewhere along the line.
Oh,
well, I mean, other than trying to find like a legitimate one, don't people pad print, or couldn't you find someone that would make it, or?
You'd probably find someone, but it's not Lego then.
Yeah. Well, then just get real Lego and paint it yourself. Sweet, done.
I've done that. The paint chips off. So.
All right, let's see if I can find. I'm just trying to look now because I remember seeing it. I think it was on Bailey's Instagram.
That was a while ago. Wasn't it when we had that game thing at his place once? Like
yeah.
I remember that.
Maybe I just Google Lego test prints. Oh, here we go. Here's a perfect example of it. See those things?
That's what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly that. Darth Vader helmet in green.
Yeah, imagine like now that people know though, good luck.
Yeah. I mean, anything Star Wars, they'd probably go for a fortune, but the helmet wouldn't go for too expensive.
I wonder how much people out there as well. Well, look, that one says, surely that can't be right. Let's say $15. I don't care about signing. Look, $14.99.
Wow.
Hold on, I'll close this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it does. Lego minifig white factory test print head, printer alignment.
$15 US.
Yeah. Still, if it's legit, that's not a bad little buy. Oh wow, look at that.
US, is that like $180 here?
And you'll probably got to wait till 2024 before it gets here shipping. But look, he's already sold 35 of them.
Wow.
You know what though? Is he just got a lot of white heads and he's printing that?
Either that or he's worked in the factory and got deep pockets.
Can you go to his store? If he's got other weird Lego. No, he's got a few little odds and ends. Nothing that sticks out as
unofficial.
Yeah.
So even where's my purple one?
Anyway, kind of cool.
I took that to a car paint place and tried to match the color. Whoop, where is it? And you can see it doesn't match at all, and it's chipped.
Oh, yep.
That's like I'd rather just try and find somewhere I can get an official.
Or go to take the man the color you want. Go to Maya and buy nail polish.
No, just use the sampler. Don't buy it.
Oh, do it at Maya.
Just hold it down.
Everybody's awesome set. Did you see someone's done it in Batman?
Yeah, there's a guy on Instagram. He does it for he basically recolors sets, minifigs. Yeah. Like he did it. He
haven't released Batman masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Dan? Was there a lot of people with that set? Obviously, flaunted at the show.
None, not a single one. Actually, I should have taken mine up and given it one of our lug members. Is openly gay, and I should have actually taken it up and loaned it to him to exhibit. Because they only became available here on Thursday or something.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody had got to the Lego store in Auckland, only had a handful of sets. And I don't think anyone from that was up there came down to the show. So yeah.
There's a lot of really good ones now. Like yours, Brent. Obviously, you've redone yours with like Grant just mentioned, you've done yours with the Spaceman. Michael Sargent, who obviously Lego car guy in our chat, he redone it with all of his trucks. I think Ferraris as well. He said done a truck version. I seen he did a F, obviously done in Stud.io. Still cool though. I've seen a Brickhead version now, which is obviously my thing, which I like.
That's an Iron Man. I think there was a Batmobile. Someone had just taken all the Batmobiles and recolored them in Stud.io or wherever they'd done it and rendered it out.
And Brickman also, I'm trying to find, I don't think he did a photo of it though. Nah, he didn't. Brickman redid his and redid the base. Oh, here we go. Perfect. See what he's done with the base? Instead of being a white base, he brought the colors down.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine. Mine goes all the way to the bottom because it didn't like the white. But mine's built sideways, so you can see the mess underneath.
Yeah. Well, he was saying that in this green, they don't do any 1x1 or 1x2 studs in that color unless like it came out in one set or something. He said, it's one of the it is the ultimate rare color for the 1x1s or 1x2s in the stud up. So he put tiles in and then just put the bigger tile on top to hide it. But it actually looks good. The colors waterfalling down.
Yeah, you could buy two because I don't think I'd have enough of all of those colors to be able to do it myself. But if you bought two, you just cascading over the end again.
I've seen people, it fits perfectly on the IKEA Beglek box as well. So you can waterfall it down the front of that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they finally found a use for those boxes.
Yeah.
Are they over there in New Zealand, Dan? Yeah.
Nah. We don't. Well, we don't have IKEA, I don't think. There might be an IKEA in Auckland, but there's no IKEA near where I live.
You're not missing anything, don't worry.
Yeah. Not for those boxes anyway. And they've still got pallet loads.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
Dazil. No IKEA over there yet. There you go. Here you go. Here's a misprint type of a Lego minifig head you can get, Brent.
A nightmare fuel.
Far out. Look at them all. That's creepily awesome.
No, it's not.
It reminds me of like that Basement Jaxx video with the dog.
Yeah. Where's your head at? Wow. Why not?
No. It's like mini dolls. They're creepy.
Friends what?
Mini dolls.
Oh yeah. There was. No, I can't find it now. I think it's Gold Coast. It might be Gold Coast Music Awards. How's this for ripping off Lego now that we're talking about weird? Yeah. Look at the logo.
Yeah, wow.
And the trophy. Oh, is there trophies? Yeah, look. See if I can open the image so I can blow it up better for you guys to see. Look at that.
It's a borderline cease and desisting.
Absolutely.
Like, come on, like, you know, I mean, I get it. It's you know, make a trophy, but you like they don't hide the fact that they're copying Lego either.
No.
You know, I tried to look. I'm like, can I win an award? What categories are there? You know, for my job? Yeah, nah. There's no biggest bullshitter award, so I'm out. Plus, I'm not cool enough to be in that category. There was other ones they made that were, here we go. They're silver as well. It's been around for a few years. The that design. You know, but still, like you said, like
those Mighty Jacks things. I think I've got one of them somewhere.
The what?
I think they're Mighty Jacks. They're a brand of toys that kind of do mashups of like skeletal, like half versions of a Mickey Mouse or whatever, and you can see his skull and stuff inside.
Oh yeah.
I did a Lego one years ago.
Cause Kaws, Kaws, yeah. Pause.
Something like that.
I think it's Cause. Like really expensive dolls.
Oh, there it is. Right.
Are you talking about these ones, Brent?
Yeah, like that one.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
But they do all sorts of IP. I think some of them are officially licensed. They have like a Cookie Monster.
I have a concrete Lego man. Ugh. Whoops! I just lost his head. And they made the head out of wood.
No. Huh. Actually, that's the other thing I've started, but I haven't finished. I've only done it digitally. Is turn those. What are they? Are they technically called big figs? The Harry Potter guys behind you, Dan?
Mega figs.
Yeah, Mega or Maxi.
No, Mega figs. Maxi figs are the 3520 set, the big bricked built ones.
Actually, I watched your video, Dan, step by step to figure out how to build it. The one you were building a while ago. I built it all in Stud.io so I could get all the colors right to try and do a big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in that style.
Cool.
Because I don't have much flesh. I'd love to be able to do a Ghostbuster, but I don't have that flesh color, the nougat, to be able to do it. Whereas I've got plenty of white. I could probably pull off a Stay Puft.
And you know what? That's a perfect size for the HQ too.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I've got my big one I made years ago, but something about a minifig sized scaled one would look pretty cool.
I saw someone's video today as well when I was trying to find stuff to talk about for us tonight. About the what's the building, the Marvel building they just done called? The Daily Bugle. That it obviously doesn't fit or even come that close to any other modulars. But I don't know, Dan, you can tell us firsthand. Does it look like it can connect?
Yeah, there's connection points in there for it.
So there's obviously more Marvel sets to come.
That's what they say. Yeah, that's the conspiracy.
I haven't yet. Cools has mentioned it. It's one stud off the axle.
Yeah, but that's easy fix. Jesus, not like it.
Yeah, but
it's not like it's a big deal or anything.
Stud off, are they?
Yeah, but it was made. Hang on, far out. It was made by a different team.
Yeah,
and you can kind of forgive. You know, it's one stud. Yeah, it's one stud. And I know that people are like, you know, Lego need to do their homework, but you'd be surprised at just, you know, all of the teams do different things. So I'm not into the conspiracy that because it's one stud off that means that there's going to be other specific Marvel sets that are going to come that fit within that one stud off. It could be. They could do a couple of other different buildings, and if they
there's more than enough buildings for them to make more as well. For
sure. But I also think that mistakes are easily made, especially that minor. You know, they could have looked at it for months and months and months on end and not seen it. To be fair, I'm finding more and more mistakes in instruction books these days. So,
look at the perfect example: the modular or the building that had the door that was opening into the table.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it just it's just one of those things. Could have been a mistake. Could have been a conspiracy. Don't know. But Andy said in the chat there was a Stay Puft, Brent, your model at the show on the weekend, and he had that built up and put next to the fire station. The firehouse.
Yeah, I've seen
And a little scene.
someone trying to flog one off at one point, but can't do anything about it.
Really?
I was talking to someone a couple of days ago about the adult theme. I can't remember what set we were talking about, but we're kind of noticing there are techniques and kind of more relaxed building techniques in those themes than what you'd expect of Lego previously. And I wonder because they've labeled it broadly as adults, they're being a bit more relaxed about how strong things are and how they need to hold together for as long and be as playable, because they can just put it under the adult market and just say, you're an adult, deal with it.
It's not a bad angle to look at it, I guess, but yeah.
I think also it's a bit more relaxed too, because they're also aiming at a market of new Lego adults as well, not specifically AFOLs. They're trying to get adults in general to get into it, which is why your art, your flowers and all that sort of stuff, and they're delicate as anything. So
yeah, I think it might have been one of the flowers, maybe the Bird of Paradise we were talking about at the time. There was something in it that was not something you'd expect of them to be so fragile or flimsy.
Yeah.
And before we do roll off as well, I did see, and I think I shared it. I know I shared it with our group or just you, Bill, but I saw and it could be totally wrong, but I swear there's a fake hint of Ferrari being the next Technic.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times now. A red Ferrari like shadow, shall we say?
I mean, they've already got the red one they just released with the stickers, but it'd be cool to see a full big Technic one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's I don't know how many big brands are they going to do in that scale. So surely Ferrari will want their badge in the ring, so to speak.
I'll keep doing it until people stop buying it.
Exactly. Anyway,
is that something you don't like either, Brent?
No, I just like they'll find a new deal with a different car manufacturer. They've done Porsche, Bugatti, Ferrari, Lamborghini.
Yeah. They've picked all the big ones, yeah.
Remember that old police Lamborghini years ago? I'm still kicking myself. I missed out on that one. The brick built one.
The police one, was it white?
Yeah, it was like white and blue. I think it was like a Italian one or something.
Yeah.
Or white and dark green.
I can't remember. Might have been dark green.
But you know what as well, what's insane now, you look at the fake branded stuff, and they're bringing out all the Technic stuff in 20 colors of every set they got. You know, so I might have seen a photo of a Ferrari that's, who knows now.
Exactly.
It happens. It happens. All right, signing out. Tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure, is tomorrow night the Pride Build thing, Dan? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think so.
I've got a feeling that we're streaming again tomorrow night, but we've got to build something. This is news for you too, Bilza. If you want to come on, we've got to build something rainbow.
No, that's on Wednesday night.
No, I'm pretty sure they said the 8th.
Yeah, the 8th for them, which is the 9th for us. It's normal raid train day, which is Wednesday.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, then we'll add the Cully minifigs into our Wild West as we're building.
This one I prepared earlier.
All right. Oh yeah, I didn't click. Yeah, 8th. We're obviously because we're a day in the future.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah, I've already built my one, so I probably won't be doing anything specific.
All right. And what's your video thing tomorrow?
Who? What now?
I'm looking on Instagram now. Between the Borks, the video thing. What's that?
Oh, that's just our normal Tuesday co-stream. We're just finishing up building the boom box.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Just let us know if it's any good.
Tomorrow, yeah.
That was something, I'm keen to watch. All right. Me and Bills will be back on Wednesday, and obviously at the end of that train, the raid train, and he's going to be Brent. We'll just keep asking you every Monday if you're free or not. And
yeah. If I'm here, I'm here. If not, too bad.
So someone else will fill that corner. Just hopefully, it's good because your value. You don't just sit there and just yawn and talk about New Zealand.
See you later.
All right, see you later, everyone.